solo over in the bed next door, crashed out because I'm saying the album name for the next one. But the new album's going to be called
What up, YouTube? Smiley from Goodvibes Promotions here, coming at you with the interview with Koert from Pull Down the Sun. They are an awesome three-piece band from Whanganui, and you should definitely check them out. Such a good interview with Koert. It was such a pleasure to talk to him. They're really funny dude, real chill guy, so it was awesome to get to know him a bit more. If you want tickets to Paradise City or any information about Goodvibes Promotions, I'll leave the link below. But as always, much love and good vibes, fam. Peace. First off, thank you for spending your time with us, and I know you're real busy at the moment, so I really do appreciate your time.
Okay, bro. Thanks so much for jacking it up.
Well, for the people, just name and where, like, what do you do in the band and stuff? And
Cool. So my name's Koert. I sing and play guitar for Pull Down the Sun. The other two members are Stephen Burke on drums and Jason Healy, and he plays guitar as well. And we're all from Whanganui.
Oh, nice, nice. Did you all grow up together and?
Yeah, well, Whanganui's got a small place, so we all kind of knew each other, and then, you know, we knew people who knew each other. We all kind of knew of each other, and then when Pull Down the Sun came about, yeah, we all started jamming.
Yeah. So it just came about like that? You just jammed together and then?
Well, it was originally a side project for my old band.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to sort of chill out and make a bit more music that was less blast beats and a bit more feel. So I wrote a bunch of stuff and passed it around my friends and said, hey, do you guys want to play? Jason joined pretty early on. Stefan came about maybe about a year later. But it's been, we've had a bassist and he left, but it's been the three of us core members for about 9 years.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's quite a long time, actually.
Yeah, well, the band's been together for 10, but yeah, 9 with this current lineup.
With the I see. Oh, that's really cool. What's the meaning behind the name? Is there a meaning behind it or a story?
Where we're from, you know, it's quite rooted in culture and mythology and stuff like that, like Māori culture. My dad's Māori, and he taught me all these stories, and I kind of use all that and sort of push it through the music. So Maui, is obviously, you know, in relation to the name Pull Down the Sun.
Ah, that is the reference. I kind of put two and two together myself, but I was just wondering the true meaning. Yeah. That's really cool though, because with like you have a lot of like Te Reo names of the songs.
Yep.
Is that just part of like your guys' upbringing and as you bring that side to the music?
Correct. Yeah. So there's like a massive concept behind all the music as well. Like it's based on the sort of stuff that my dad taught me when I was a kid, and I went to school and tried to, you know, talk about the turehu or the patupaerehi, and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. So it was kind of a way for me to teach other people that might not know about that kind of stuff as well through music.
Yeah,
like we don't have any songs that use Te Reo, you know, vocally.
Yeah.
But even the name of a song can sort of spark something for someone, and they can go, oh, what's that? So
yeah, because I was going through your playlist on YouTube, and I was going, holy, like a good majority of your songs were Māori names. I thought that was really cool.
Oh, cool. Thanks, man.
Paradise City, like what does that mean for you? Like what does it mean for you guys as a band? Is it big for you, or are you looking forward to it?
Of course it's big. Yeah. So we've spent pretty much the last 10 years working hard at, you know, perfecting our craft and you know, trying to get to that point that we can sort of play festivals. So this will probably be the first biggish festival that we've played. Like we've played big shows and things like that, but we played another festival called Sound Valley, but it was only about 300, 400 people. Yeah. Or maybe a little bit more, but yeah, no, that's what we're really looking forward to. And it's packed full of awesome bands that, you know, we're lucky enough to call some of these bands our friends, like Red by Wolves, you know, awesome dudes, and bands that we've wanted to play with for a long time, like Blind Spot. Yeah. Boondocks as well, another good one, and Flirting with Disaster. So it's the perfect mix of, you know, bands from Aotearoa and international bands. Yeah. And we're all brought up on, you know, Drowning Pool and Alien Ant Farm.
Yeah. Yeah,
So we're
I
stoked.
think I'm most excited to hear their Body's intro, just they ting,
Oh, I
ting.
heard it.
No, I can't wait for it.
Yeah. Same, man.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
hopefully we'll be allowed to, stand side of stage and watch, because
Yeah,
some of those,
I was
some of
just
those
about
riffs
to
were like
ask.
the first riffs that we played. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like who are
Can't
you
wait.
looking forward to seeing the most? Who's like is there a band you're looking forward to seeing the most, or are you kind of just excited for the whole thing?
I'll say I'm excited for the whole thing, but Blind Spot do hold a special place for us as well.
Yeah, as a New Zealand band, yeah.
International, probably Drowning Pool, but
Yeah.
in saying that, because I've seen Alien Ant Farm before, and Drowning Pool were a band that I never thought I'd see. So
Mm.
my 13-year-old self is
Yeah.
dying inside.
Yeah, no, same. I can't wait for it. It's gonna be mint. What can fans expect from your guys' performance at the festival? Like, is there are you bringing some new flavors? Are you gonna,
We'll definitely be playing some new songs.
Yeah.
That I think if you've been to a Pull Down the Sun show, we go pretty hard. Like, we move around. I feel we're exciting to watch.
Mm.
How it's going to translate to a bigger stage will be the sort of the next thing that we're working on. Whether we have a bigger backdrop or different eye-catching things, but no, we're pretty organic in the sense where it's just us. Like,
Yeah.
you can watch us play. We do play with backing tracks because we don't have a bassist, so we're kind of on the line between super organic raw band and then polished band with strings and keys and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's cool. What is, like, you've obviously toured a lot and around New Zealand. Like, do you have like a moment or an interaction that really sticks out with you that you had with somebody or while you're performing or something?
People that we respect in the industry coming to our shows or enjoying our music or even posting about us. That feels good for our hearts. We're just three dads from Whanganui, so it's like, oh, this is awesome. But
yeah,
when people sing our songs back to us, that's a massive thing. We just did our 10-year anniversary show in Whanganui, and there were people singing our words, really, really getting into it. And another thing would be people getting our logo tattooed. We've got like 20-something people with Pull Down the Sun tattoos, whether it be my lyrics or our artwork on their arms, or it's wild. And even we did an Australian tour last year, and we played, I think it was Brisbane, and the front row was singing the words back to us, which blew our minds. A different country. It's unreal.
Must be a wicked feeling, eh? Like, especially you put so much like time and effort into creating, this art form, and then when you receive a good moment, that must be a good feeling.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good for the heart. Yeah, real good for the heart.
Do you was there something that inspired you to pursue music, or did you always kind of know that you wanted to play in a band or be on stage and performing?
I didn't even know that I was going to be a vocalist in a band. I always just thought I'd be a guitarist because, growing up, mum listened to ABBA and Billy Idol and stuff like that, and dad listened to like Bob Marley, B.B. King, Jimi Hendrix, and that kind of stuff, UB40. So I was always around music, and I always wanted to play guitar. I didn't start playing until I was about 14 at school.
Oh, yeah.
And it was probably, the bro's playing guitar, I want to play guitar as well. And then, chicks start noticing, you're like, oh, okay, maybe I'll play a bit more. But it was never like a tangible, I can make money from this type buzz. It's always been from the heart. I just want to share my story and our story with everybody. So that's kind of the main driving force behind it.
That's wicked.
Yeah.
Passion,
I feel like we can do something with it.
Yeah. Make an impact. I love that. What would you say has been like one of your biggest challenges in your journey as a performing artist?
I guess like most, it's all self-funded, and everything that we put into it is, what we put into it. We've never really asked for a handout. We've never asked for anything. So I guess that's probably the main challenge. But again, it's all part of the fun.
Yeah.
We're not here to make money or anything like that. It's just to see how far we can push
Yeah.
this little band from from the North Island.
It's different doing something that you love, like like you put all this effort, money, time, like like, but it never seems like it wasn't worth it, right? Like it always seems like you're like in the. I love the feeling that I get of being in the right place, like like it's like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I think it's real like accomplishing. It's a good feeling.
Oh, totally. Like after every show that we play, because we're road dogs, we drive everywhere instead of flying.
Yeah,
we just drive. Like we love it. We played last weekend with a band called Zestyron, and we played. Who are great, by the way. We played Wellington on the Friday night, and then Auckland on the Saturday night. But we drove back to Whanganui and then back up to Auckland and then back to Whanganui. So we love that. But
road trip things, eh? Nothing wrong with being on the road with the boys.
Nah, love it. But the best part, is after gigs is we'll drive all the way home just talking and like how appreciative we are of, being able to do what we do and we go, that was a mean gig. Yeah. And we'll just talk all the way home. So it's things like that make it worthwhile and stuff too. Because I'm essentially touring the country with two of my best friends. So
it's gotta be awesome, man. That must be so cool. I want to know what your not your go-to song, but your favorite song to perform from your set list. Like, is there a favorite one, or do you have like?
We've got a few songs from the new album in our set at the moment that we're road testing, and typical cliche, it's the new songs that we like playing the most. We've got 3 new ones. Pierce the Sea, which was supposed to come out a little while ago, but it's sort of been held back by the label. Just they want the whole album to be finished before we start putting out singles.
Yeah.
So Pierce the Sea is one. Of Rivers and Glaciers is the second one that we love playing, and Awa, which features Dan Russell from Christchurch band Elodie. So I'm actually in Dan's house now. We've got a potluck lunch soon, so we're down here, hanging out with them. But another awesome band that should be, massive as well is Elodie from Christchurch. Absolutely phenomenal band. But those 3 are probably the most favorite at the moment. Our most well-known song of Valleys and Mountains, is probably the other one that's really fun to play because it's the one that has the most crowd engagement, and the one that everybody knows the words to. So, so from old is probably that one, and then all the new ones are probably my favorite now.
Oh, that's awesome. No, yeah. As I say, I was talking to Dryden Mitchell, and I was always asked him like, do you get sick of performing Smooth Criminal, because there must be a point like where you go,
for sure,
this again, but he said nah, like receiving the crowd's energy is enough for him. So he thought, he was just like, nah, I will never get sick of it. It's such a cool feeling. It must be like
it'd be hard to get sick of something that made you
I think that's what
all the original songs,
baby,
all the original songs are amazing as well. Like I remember I think the first 18 Ant Farm song I heard was Wish. And because it was quite a heavy one, and then I think it was on like the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 soundtrack or something.
That's where I heard it from.
Because that's how most kids back in the day got into music, was through either that, we didn't have Spotify or YouTube. It was just like, what's mum and dad listening to, or what's on Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit, or something.
Exactly.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, OG. Man.
Are you much of a gamer? Do you play much games?
I play a bit of games. I'm not so much into the online stuff as I was when I was younger, but Jason and I used to play Black Ops, but I'm more story-based, so my favorite games are probably like Last of Us and Uncharted and God of War and things like that.
I did like the Uncharted series. I haven't played The Last of Us properly. I really need to pay attention to it to enjoy this, because I've been told that a lot, like you need to play it properly and listen to the story, but I just haven't given it the chance.
It's mean. I love games that are like little movies. Well, they're not little, man. They're massive movies, like
full on cinematic, deep emotions. I think the last game I played was God of War. The last 3 game I played. So Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, was that like your era of games, or was there a Need for Speed? Obviously, did you play the second one or the more recent ones?
I'm currently 35, so I was around I think I was around 13, maybe 12, 13, 14 when Tony Hawk's came out.
Yeah.
And, you know, that changed my life, because I was a skater. So it was like, oh my gosh, I control these moves. And it was, you know, we didn't have YouTube tutorials to teach you how to kickflip. So you watch how they do it in the game and go, oh yeah, okay, that's how you do it. But music-wise as well, that was massive because there was so much stuff. There was, you know, it wasn't just rock and metal. There was punk, there was rap, there was, you know, that kind of thing. So it was like the perfect melting pot of music that, you know, and when you think of those songs, you think of that game as well.
Yeah,
like it's all tied together.
When you hear the song, you go, oh, I remember playing that. Yeah.
Start retry because you want to get to the song. Yeah.
No, that's absolutely how it
no, I'm gonna have a shit run on this one because it's not the right song.
Yeah,
so
not the right song.
Yeah.
It's taking me out of my zone.
Yeah, hard
out. We'll double back to that. If you could perform or collaborate with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Can I choose 3?
Yeah, you can.
I've got 3, but and the thing is, they're all alive. Like I could say something like, oh, Jimi Hendrix or Bob Marley or something like that. Like that's cool. That would be amazing. But for where I'm at now, I think the 4. It would be Greg Puciato from Dillinger Escape Plan, Black Queen, and Better Lovers. Mike Patton from Faith No More, Tomahawk, and Fantomas. And Mr. Bungle as well. Chino Marino from Deftones and Crosses in Team Sleep. And the last would be Trent Reznor from 9 Inch Nails. That's like my Mount Rushmore of musicians, but they're all singers. So because I'm more of a singer now than what I was. Like I appreciate singers way more than what I ever did.
Yeah.
I could pick guitarists, and if you asked me to pick a band, that'd probably be a different answer. Yeah, because I'd have to pinpoint someone from everywhere.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
But yeah, so those. I'd die very happy if I could collaborate with one of them. I don't know if I'd be good enough to collaborate with any of them, but I'd love it regardless.
I think that's it's some good choices too, because they're like I think they resonate from your sound a lot, or you resonate from their sound a lot. But yeah, no, those were some cool answers. I was expecting, like, I always get the normal, like, you know, the Bob Marley and the you know, like the you know, pick one, but they that's some really cool answers. I like that. Do you have any plans for 2025? Is there any Pull Down the Sun albums coming out? Are there any EPs?
Yeah, so we've been working on our new album, which is it's like a prequel to of Valleys and Mountains. And the thing is, I've said the name so much that I can probably say, like, I'll hear the guys, you know, roll over in the bed next door, crashed out, because I'm saying the album name for the next one. But the new album's going to be called Of Rivers and Glaciers. It'll be a full length. We're almost there.
Nice.
But we're planning. So next year will be release and album tour, and yeah, you know, big things coming.
Wicked.
Watch this space.
Watch out, it's coming. I love it. Will you be selling merch over the Paradise City and?
I'm hoping so. Yeah, we'll probably have hopefully we have a new T-shirt design or something. But we've got some tees at the moment. Yeah, we'll have T-shirts. Vinyl is another one. Hats, patches. Yeah. I don't know whether you want what do people want. You know, maybe get them to leave a comment in the. You know, leave an answer in the comments. Leave it in
the comments below. What do you want to wear? What do you want to see on the Pull Down the Sun merch line?
Do people want different colored T-shirts?
Yeah,
we do predominantly black or white.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I just buy black. I'm pretty simple.
Yeah, same, bro.
Yeah. Getting some. What is that? What's the secret recipe? Paul wants me to ask you, what's the secret recipe?
What's the secret recipe? It's just the 3 of us, you know, like, I don't think this music would sound the same if we had a different member. You know, where we're at now, the music is definitely what it is because of the 3 of us combined. It's not you know, if one of us was to jump out, it wouldn't be what it is. So,
Yeah.
you know, maybe it's that, or maybe it's the Brown River from where we're at, or something's in the water in Whanganui. So, salmonella.
Yeah. Might be a mixture.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Like for you, was there like a turning point in your career where you thought like, oh, we're gonna do this? Like, you know, like boys, like let's take it in. Like we actually got this. Like, was there a turning point for you?
It was probably the album release. Like everything that sort of happened since the album release, which was in late 2020. So we've been writing this album for 4 years, almost 5 years. So we need to put something else out. But in regards to your question, probably putting it out and people actually giving a shit.
Yeah.
You know, we put it out for us. We're like, okay, cool. We need to do this. We put it out, and then, you know, we sold CDs, and then they'd sell out. So we're like, okay, we'll get some more printed, and all our merch would sell out. I'm like, shit, people are liking that, and then people were getting tattoos, and we're going, are you guys for real, or is this all like a big pranked episode? You know, like we don't know. But I think the main turning point was one of our favorite bands that we started this band mainly because of this other band. They're called The Ocean. They're a German band, super proggy. We just love everything about it. And their guitarist runs a record label called Pelagic Records.
Yeah.
And he reached out because we didn't think to shop it around, and we thought, oh, if we shop this album around, no one's going to want it and it'll hurt our hearts, so we'll just leave it. But he reached out and said, hey, you know, do you guys want to sell some of your albums through Pelagic? And we're like, oh, you know, we got talking. So then they got distribution rights to our album and re-released it on vinyl, and that was a big, massive thing for us because you know, we loved these guys so much, and now it's like a full circle moment.
Yeah.
And we ended up getting to play with them earlier in the year, which was really, really cool. So I think the new album is going to be released through Pelagic Records. I think it might be a bit of a different deal to what we've got now. We might actually be on the label. So
yeah.
But that's the turning point that we're like, holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, that's really awesome. What is? Do you say a German record label?
Yeah.
That's insane. That would have been such a buzz to get, especially someone from, you know, so far across the earth to be here. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's wild. Like if you look at our, like, because we look at our Spotify, like who's listening where and stuff like that, and you know, New Zealand isn't even the highest on the list. So we thought, oh, you know, surely it would be New Zealand and, you know, mum and whoever else to listen to it, you know, family and friends. But no, it's like America and Europe, the UK, they like us over there too. So that is another big goal we're hoping next year, put the album out and tour outside of Aotearoa as well.
Nice. That must be a buzz. Because, I mean, like, internationally touring would be insane. It sounds like so insane.
It's all money, bro. Like, if you've got money, you can do it, eh? Like, that's it.
So we were talking before about how you just, like, one day, like, became the vocalist. Was there something that made you go, oh, I can sing, or did you kind of just get pushed into the role?
Yeah, it was. I kind of got pushed into the role. There's not many singers in our hometown, so, or not any that could do what I had in my head.
Yeah,
so
I see.
Yeah, when we were starting out, we were listening to bands like The Ocean and Nine Inch Nails and things like that. And some of it I could do. I'm like, I can kind of do that, but originally, like, I just wanted to sound like Richie from New Way Home or City of Souls. Like, he had the coolest voice and still has one of the coolest voices in New Zealand. And I just wanted to, you know, find a singer that could sing like that over my music. And then I tried, you know, a few demos and things like that. And I went, okay, well, actually, I can do enough for now. But we played for so long as an instrumental band because, you know, it's a confidence thing, you know, singing this far away from the mic. And I was used to just playing guitar, so I was always moving around and stuff. But having that confidence and control is the one thing I'm still learning.
Yeah.
But that is you know, that's how I became the vocalist, was because we couldn't find anyone, and I started getting a little bit better. You know, every show it was a little bit better, a little bit better.
Yeah.
And yeah, now they're stuck with me. So sorry, boys.
Nah, wicked, man, wicked. Honestly, because at that confidence thing, it is 90% of it. Like everyone has a good voice. I feel like anyway. Like it depends on how you know, like you push it out. But yeah, definitely that confidence thing. Like being able to zone out at the guitar and then actually having to be present. Like, you know, like that must have been a real flip.
Like confidence is still a massive thing. Like that's why, like most gigs, even if it's, you know, 30, 40 degrees on stage, I'll still wear my hoodie.
Yeah.
And like, because I just feel like I'm in a cocoon, so I can, you know,
hide. Yeah,
exactly.
I'm in my shell.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can't see me.
Full on, man.
Yeah. Nah, fair enough. Is there anything else for the future of Pull Down the Sun?
We've got another few gigs popping up. In 2025, we're doing 3 shows with Head PE, which they're another band that Goodvibes bought previously with, I think it might have been Storm the Gates. Yeah.
I see.
So I'm hoping to see some of the boys. I think Pete might come to a few, and hopefully Paul comes too. But so I think at the moment we've only got those four shows lined up, and then I'm sure we've got more in the works.
Yeah. Oh,
good start.
That's wicked, man. At least you guys have some things rolling in 2025. That's really good. Oh well, man. That's about it from me, man. I really appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it, bro. Thanks so much for having me on. I'm sure we'll catch up.
Yeah. I'll be at Paradise City running around with a camera, so you'll see me.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll be in the hoodie.
Yeah. No, I'll be really excited to meet you, man. I really am. I can't wait for it. Well, have a good New Year. enjoy your entry into the New Year. Have a good Christmas and stuff.
You too, Cuzzy.
Yeah. Have a good one, man. Cheers, man.
Later, bro.
Later, bro.